Sid's place.
That's what sucks, because we like been playing through. We sat there and played through it, and we get 9 lives. We're at 9 lives. We're at full health, and what happens? We get to the claw machine. Boom! There goes all the lives. Right at the stupid claw machine. It's like such perfect timing.
Yeah, I have 3 lives left. Unbelievable. For crying out loud. And I hate to say it, but the only way to get through this level. There's no point in collecting stars. You're not going to get them. The only way to get through this level is just don't get hurt. Just don't get hurt. Be careful. Be cautious. Be careful. It's like that's all there is to it.
Looks like a high-heeled shoe right there.
Huh, his boot?
The handle on the toolbox.
Oh, I see. It does kind of look like a high heel instead of a metal handle. Come on.
Bunch of fireworks.
It's like you have to be so precise with the timing. I get lucky.
I really do like the layout and look of this stage. It actually reminds me a lot of Cool Spot on the Sega Genesis.
Huh.
But the one thing I like is really cool is like how dark it is, and you got the shadows and everything in the background. The lighting effect looks really cool in here.
Yeah. I did a lot of practicing on this game at home, and I finally got past this level and past a couple others. But it's tough, man. I hardly ever get past this level. Dagnabbit hit me up from on top of the screen. Now this is tough. There's a life down there. Oh boy, I hope I can get it.
Just don't be afraid of it.
I'm afraid of it. This is a pain in the butt. Make sure that my buttons are working well. Oh, good thing I jumped there because I almost got hit. Oh crap! Well, at least I got a life before I died.
Yeah, that's like a really, really risky life to attempt to get.
Yeah.
Because it's like really hard just to even attempt to get it. And if you get it, now you have to attempt to... At least if you get it and you die, you can always try again. But it's like you almost have to have a pattern or a way of memorizing how to get it.
Dagnabbit. I'm gonna get hit. Oh crap! I was right there. Don't jump over those, over those fire shooter things. Crap! Because if you jump over the fire shooter things, you get shot. Okay. Should have been more afraid of it last time.
Yeah! Alright! Right, dog, yeah. Alright, bruh. Yeah.
Oh,
duh.
I made it. It didn't do me any good because I lost a life trying to get it. That's the stupid thing about this game. Ow. Ow.
That's their version of Skitactatas.
Skitactatas. The
stalactites.
Stalactites are darts. Lawn darts. Just ordinary darts. Oh, jeez. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's actually a joke.
Yeah. I was like, just kidding. Oh, man. What? Okay, I don't know how the heck to get this now. Because it's like you have to hit that hook. I can't just jump over there.
Yeah, it looks like you gotta back up a little bit to give some space, and then do a jump forward. And as you're going forward, hit the whip button.
I don't know if I said it before, but there was one time when I was a kid, it glitched out and I ran across the top of the screen to the end of the stage. Oh boy.
Scorpion?
Yeah, just random scorpion. I guess scorpion toys. Whew, thank goodness. Alright. Oh, it's over now, right? It's over? No.
Haha, big joke. Meg Rain Man programmed the game.
Yeah, what a joke. Okay, now he's gonna run insanely back and forth, so now I have to sit here and be a Twitch gamer.
Yeah, so now this is... It actually reminds me a lot of 3D World Runner.
Yeah,
where, like, when you get farther into the certain levels or whatever...
You have to speed him up and slow him down.
Boom, all of a sudden he's running really fast.
Yeah, and you have to do everything you can to keep him from Oh,
It does it
jeez.
again.
And the only way you can get all the stars in this level is after you put your head out in the cereal, you have to double back. But I'm not going to attempt it because I'm not going to get it. Oh, great. And obstacles.
I was lucky.
Yeah. No, that was skill. Ow! Okay, it wasn't skill, it was luck.
See, like
Grab!
at least it puts you back right here. It's like the first part was fine. It kind of reminds me like Vice Project Doom. It's like the very first driving stage we had. It's like, oh, this is easy, and then we get to the next driving stage. It's like, guess what? Really tough now.
Yeah.
That's how this is. It's like the first part isn't bad, and now it takes you to the second part. It's like, well, you're used to it now, right? Here you go. Obstacle heaven.
Ah!
There it is. Surprised it doesn't come down and hit you in the ankle.
Yeah. Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee.
My turn? Wow. But now, like I said, I've
You
never
haven't
played.
been practicing.
I've never played this part.
You have to work your way to get Buzz Lightyear and use him as a weapon, but you have to do all this jumping around on obstacles and junk.
Battle of the Mutant Toys. Buzz is somewhere in Sid's room, and you have to find him. But keep moving and look out for things.
Like I said, just don't get hurt. Just don't get hurt. That's all there is to it. It sounds like a jerky thing to say, but that's true. It's like you just got to be so careful. You can jump on the soda cans too, the ones that aren't crushed. Apparently Janitor Jake lives there though because all the cans are crushed.
Yeah, he's got no, I don't know if we ever mentioned it really before, but he's got like a really bad, like, he's slow.
Uh-huh.
It's like, I'm like, duck, and he's like, oh, take my time. And
yeah, with the whip especially. When he's ducked, the whip is just terrible. That was like a catch-22. You can't jump, no. You have to jump on cans.
So I literally have to come over here then to move onward.
Yeah, literally.
See, like that, I'm like, alright, duck.
He takes his own sweet time when he's ducked to whip. I guess technically that's not really a whip. It's his pull string. Where he says, there's a snake in my boot, or whatever he says. Like, well, we still got 5 more lives, and it continues, but... It's like, after the first half, there's just no way of getting more lives. It's like, oh, you just collect all the stars. Where? They hide them in the most obscure places. You have to hit a glitch in order to get the rest of the stars or something. Oh.
Alright, so I'm gonna continue. So really, I can only come over here to get the stars, right?
Yeah, there's nothing else to do over there. I hate it when there's like something overhead, and yet there's something you gotta jump over too. Otherwise, you're gonna get hurt, and there's like no way out of it. You either back up and wait for them to pass.
And like what we talk about in a lot of... This game is definitely like a game of memorization. You have to memorize exactly what is coming up, where, what time, when, who, how, and why.
Exactly. And if you don't do it right, boom, back to the very beginning of the game.
Very beginning of the entire game.
The entire game. Go into the fire. There. Oh, yeah, well, close enough. Oh, it lets you go back through that way.
See, and the weird thing is, too, like, as soon as he landed, I was like, alright, stop, and he, like, kept running on his own.
Yeah. I've noticed that controller is really sensitive. It's like, I was trying to go forwards and he kept ducking. Otherwise, we would have more lives and hit points by the time we got to this level.
We're trying a different controller. We're using the old Blockbuster controller.
Yeah, I don't even try to duck down to get those guys anymore. I just avoid them. Like, unless they're really far away and I have enough time.
It's like I'm trying to time it out. It's like, alright, there's that one, and then all of a sudden here comes another one.
It is a lot like Indiana Jones on the Atari, which we just played, because when he whips, he only hits things for a certain distance. He doesn't hit things right next to him. Like, that must be something in, like, video game logic, that when you're using a whip, you can't hit things right next to you. You can only hit things, like, 5 feet away. Heck, maybe that's just how a whip works. I don't know. I'm not a whip expert.
I never realized you did that, too.
Slides?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is irritating. Yeah, it's the same thing he does on that dang space world. Pizza Planet. Pizza and aliens.
So I have to grab that then.
You have to hook into that thing, yeah. It is good to hit that guy. Yeah, so you gotta like always go a little too far on the forwards and then double back so you get to the next one up. It'll lock onto the next one.
See, this is like the memorization. I have to know exactly where to stand. So I have to almost be like we're like here.
It's almost like you have to just have a feel for it. It's like well, you gotta
like
be
what did
patient,
he hit
but you
there?
gotta hurry up.
I hit the whip.
You didn't hit anything. It just was like, oh, just a split second too late, a pixel off, a microsecond off. It's like that's just how this game is.
And that's what really is stupid. Like they do only give you 5 hit points.
There was no way to see that.
And it's like, oh, now you're already down to 4, and then I get bumped by something randomly falling. And now down to 3.
Yeah. It's like you could have dropped right onto a scorpion. It's like nothing to do. Nothing could have stopped that.
So I
jump up and hit a can.
So I need to know one falls right at the very beginning, and then one falls on link number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Between 5 and 6, another one falls. So if I wait right here...
Yeah, pattern memorization. And wait for that to sync up with the flames so you can miss them both.
And he whips us down so doggone slow. Surprised it let me up here.
Yeah. Huh. Thank goodness no fall damage, right? Hit C to fly. Bubsy reference. Oh, right onto the spider.
And that's the thing is I probably am, by doing that big jump, missing
a lot of big stuff. Health.
what's it called? The flag. I'm gonna call it a flag.
Oh yeah, the that was close.
See, I gotta memorize.
Yeah. Don't walk into him.
I might want to switch controllers because, like I said, you're like, don't walk into him. I'm sitting here doing this.
Yeah, you're trying not to.
And he's just doing his own thing.
Yeah, that controller is just, it does want to do its own thing. And it's like, I guess it didn't bother me too much because the controller I was using had a sticky whip button. And so I couldn't even whip. So I was practicing with this really awful controller and I had to keep tapping the whip button, which would mess me up all the time. It doesn't work. There was that one time, it's like, congratulations, you got enough stars to try another shootout gallery.
Right there, it did it again. I don't know if you saw it. It's like he whips, and if it's not, I guess, perfect on the hook, it hits the hook and comes right back off.
It sort of locked for a split second. Now, I would just run right on, as soon as it's done firing, run right onto the platform. Do a little jump. There you go. Huh, I guess you do go down. All the way down. Hey, there it was! And then you realize you missed all those stars, but we're not going for stars anymore. There's no way. It's like if only it gave you just a little bit of health for every star, but no. It's like you have to collect 90 for an, or whatever it is, 50 for an entire life. Just one life.
So if I jump, he automatically just lets go, apparently. I can't grab back onto that chain.
Yeah, no.
Yep, he'll do. He'll just automatically... Because I was like, oh, shoot.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump to dodge that. Because it's going to hit me. So I jump to get out of the way, and what happens? He just completely lets go of the chain.
Yeah.
And he won't fall off. You specifically have to tell him to jump to get off the edge.
He won't get off unless you jump. It's really tricky.
Down? I guess it means down on the other side.
Yeah, probably. I would go up. There's 2 spiders here, so look out.
You have to, like, come way out from it, too.
Yeah, you have to almost miss it. Just almost fall off entirely. And that's what I hate about it, is like, I don't know if I'm going to fall off. But if you hesitate, you're dead.
And I hate stuff like this because the hitbox
It's so big.
is, like, ridiculous. It's like, okay, I think I got it.
Woody's just so fat.
Tiny little pixel. The pixel of the yo-yo touches a pixel of his hand. Boom!
Yeah.
Alright, so what do I do here? Jump? It's like, I don't know if I want to jump or fall down. Because what if I fall down, there's going to be a flag.
Yeah, but what if you fall down and there's like a huge stack of boxes between, and then you have to go through that all over again. So I would go all the way. Whoa! Too far. But there's a thing of hooks up there, but... Cans. Go for the high ground! It's like Tremors. Yeah, you can jump over on all to the right. And then... Oh... I guess not.
So now it's like a tease. It's like, look it.
But you can't even get it there that way. It is a tease. So you have to go back up. Don't hit the spider.
Look at that. I
hate
whip,
that.
and he's like, right to that can. I hate, like, that is terrible programming. I jump to whip, and what's he do? He hooks his foot on the can, and rather than standing there, yeah, he's going to sit there and shake because he's just scared.
Yeah, I hate that too. Oh. You have to go to the left.
So I have to keep going even farther than that.
Yeah. Oof. Go to the right. Oh. Because you can't get up there without the cans. So from the cans to the left. There we go. I would whip him. Just, yeah, there you go. Go to the left. Up. Oh. Oh! Well, we almost missed that.
Alright, so this says down. That's fine. So now I have to get up here. Okay, I understand. Then I come over here, and it's like, okay, now go to the left.
Okay. Oh, hook upstairs, up top.
I wonder if I can just...
Oh, I think you can.
See, last time I didn't use the can.
Now we're running whip. There we go. There we go. Now use Buzz as a weapon. Just keep going forward. Don't worry about the guy behind you. Because you can't use a weapon.
Huh.
If you miss him once...
He is slow.
Yeah.
Wow, he is slow.
That's not... Yeah, the big issue is just keep hitting those guys. Yeah, he's slow. And that guy's going to crouch on you. So if you miss one of these guys once and let him bump into you, you'll slow down more and he'll get you in the back. So you have to hit him right on.
Look how close... I'm not even getting hit. Look how close he's getting to me.
Yeah, he slows down every time he whips.
What the heck?
Yeah. You can do it, but it's freaking difficult.
That was complete and utter garbage.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, use him as a weapon and just move forward and hit. Okay, and every time I'm hitting, it's like, no, you're going to slow down more and the guy's going to get you from behind.
Yeah, and that's why it's like you can't hit when, you know, you have to use your hits sparingly. Because every time you hit, whether you're hitting a guy or not, you slow down. Which is also stupid.
Alright, so we're going to switch out controllers and we're going to use this one. I like this one. Matt gave it to me. We traded for it a long time ago. And it's been a great controller. Good old Striker.
William Striker. Yeah, I like the Striker controller. That was a pretty reliable controller. Technically, those spikes are behind your arm. You see, this is an intense 3D experience.
Look at that. That's
How are we
like,
supposed to
come
know
on.
that?
It's like just cheap. They're like, oh, well, duh, that's why you memorize.
but they also probably made it really hard to get. Oh, I bet you were supposed to whip that right onto a scorpion, for crying out loud.
That's what I mean. It's like...
What are the odds? Whip. Oh, jump.
See,
You can't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay, I'm gonna whip down. What's he do?
Okay. Never do it. There he is. All right. Only hit your enemies. Like, don't hit the air because you'll slow down every time you hit. So you only get so many hits. And if you slow down, the guy behind you will get you.
See, I'm doing it perfect, right?
Yep,
I'm 100% perfect.
100%
And watch.
perfect.
Watch what the guy does. The guy will come right up behind me and hit me. Oh, you done it. That's it. I might as well shut the game off. Start
now
over.
You're just being negative now. Don't do that.
But see, I was doing it perfect, and I already saw the guy coming right up to me. Alright. So only hit when, not at the air. Getting the timing for this is screwy, too. Because do they deal damage to you when they hit you? Or do they just push you?
No, they just slow you down. I mean, if they do hit you, yeah. If you don't whip them, they'll hurt you. Nice. They'll save you time in the long run when they sync up. Yeah!
Wow. Wow.
That was good.
That was a surprise and a half.
Now what? Come on, boys!
Alright. I'm gonna... Tape's dying here. So we got Roller Bob, and I'm gonna pass it off to you. Okay. Use Roller Bob to escape across his house. Oh, watch out for Scud.
You want to swap tapes?
Yeah.
That's jump. Second is not jump. So
see, and that's the problem with this game. Like we mentioned like a million times already.
Ow!
You get so far into this game, and then you die. Well, tough. Back to the beginning. Just back to the beginning of the entire game.
Yeah.
And it's a long game. It takes maybe, if you know what you're doing,
yeah,
it'll take maybe about 40 minutes to probably beat the game. Maybe 30 minutes. Can you duck?
No. I can slow down, speed up, and jump. Just like Run Rex Run. See, the dog is like the RC car. So I'm running from him. These are the obstacles. That rocket is like the airplanes with the troops.
That's funny. You know what that dog reminds me of too?
Memorization.
The dog also reminds me of a Monstro from Pinocchio.
Oh, frack.
In the video game Pinocchio.
Oh, crap.
So once again, it's a game of memorization.
Ow! Frag. I'm making up words now. I don't have curse words that...
I wonder if you need to jump on those. Don't jump.
Oh, you're right. Ow!
So that
there's no way!
Yeah. You have to have perfect precision timed.
Ow!
See, and here's what stinks. See, they'll do that. They'll throw the cans of pop at you. So you got to jump over them. But guess what is ahead of you on top? What's above you? A rocket. A bottle rocket. So you jump over the can, you're going to bonk your head on the bottle rocket. See, there's a bottle rocket. Now here's 2 cans of pop.
What the f am I supposed to do? There's no room. Sit here. What am I supposed to do?
The only thing I can think of, you're supposed to get like this to the dog. You have to know pixel perfect.
I guess. Yeah, at this point I'm so burnt out, I've forgotten it already. Crap, nap it. Okay.
Remember, those ones you don't have to jump for at least.
You jump, but...
It looked like you were touching his paw
with
the skateboard and it wasn't dealing damage. So you don't want to be up front when the dog is there. You want to be right underneath the dog's face.
Dag nabbit. Fine. Alright. Okay, if it gives me that much room, we'll find out.
I'm surprised it does not do damage for hitting,
The heck?
I'm gonna call him Psycho Sid because I cannot think of Bob's name.
Custer?
Skateboarding Bob.
Scud. Oh yeah.
Right there, I'm surprised it doesn't deal damage when it hits him.
Oh, I was focusing on these dang bombs. And I can't focus on the cans.
Jump. Jump, move forward.
Ah, I missed that. Oh my gosh. Those dang rockets. The second can. Oh, I forgot the rocket. Dagnabbit. Ow! No, dagnabbit. Second rocket, where is it?
Oh! Wow!
What?
No way! No way!
Oh man, we're just 100 stars from a continue.
Maybe.
Oh, I still have another continue, so... And I don't have any lives
Alright,
here,
the
so...
toys save Buzz by showing Sid they are really alive, which scares Sid so bad he craps his pants. The toys celebrate until Woody sees a truck leaving Andy's house next door. Alright. Drive RC car back to Andy's house to pick up Buzz. Hint, you get 2 stars for every power cell you collect to keep the RC on the move.
Oh boy.
I've never played this, so I have no idea where to go.
Yeah, it's a straight on thing. Okay, that's the power, I guess, the lightning bolts.
Like, he slides a lot. It's like, okay, turn it.
Yeah, you have to brake, because that's how the RC car was in the other one. You have to, like, lift up off the accelerator in order to turn.
It's like, okay, we're playing Gran Turismo now. It's so realistic. Just so realistic now.
This is pretty realistic for the time. 95 was this?
Yeah, 1995 this game came out. And that was another thing I wanted to mention. Like, this reminds me of, I wonder, because in the video game Pinocchio, that was also made by Disney or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
It's a Disney game. Fine. The animators on Pinocchio, the video game on Sega Genesis, probably Super Nintendo, were the exact same animators who actually drew for Disney.
Yeah. I wonder if it was the same for this one, whether Disney animated for this.
Because, I mean, the graphics are done really well.
Lift up off the accelerator, man.
Like, I'm not even doing it. I'm tapping it.
Jeez.
And then I let go, and he just goes flying. Like that. I'm not even holding it.
Jeez.
Like that. I wasn't even holding it. And he just, like, he's still going.
Luckily, there's no hit points on this level. It's just timer. There's a lot of grass here. A lot more than the video game, in the movie.
Game over. You lost.
I think that's winning.
Alright. So that wasn't too bad.
Wow, 42. I almost
And
got
we
it.
still have a continue left.
Yeah. Thanks for coming back, Woody. No problem, Buzz. But I'm getting all their voices wrong, so forget it. Let's go.
Okay, so light my fire. Keep on racing. Head after the moving van along with Buzz. You're getting closer to Andy and the other toys all the time. Get those power cells. That's
Okay.
the hint.
I think this is a side scroller again. They name it after a Doors song that got taken off the air because it was too controversial. Light my fire. But no, now it's a kids show. Oh boy.
And now you need a power cell.
Where the frick is the power cell? Jeez. Okay, this is like the other power cell, the other game.
At least you don't have to bang into Buzz to sit there and collect them.
Yeah, that's true. You just have to spin all over the friggin' place.
This looks weird though. It's like there really isn't, like, which way do you go?
Yeah. I assume you followed the stars. Second star to the right and straight on till morning. Come on! Oh, fuck. Pardon my French. I meant to say fudge. You'll have to blip that.
And that's the funny thing. It's like, oh, are we even going the right way? Are we even going the right way? No.
I don't know, but there's plenty of power cells. 1 hit point left and 0 lives. Oh.
And that's the problem with stages like this.
No! Why didn't you just take away a star? Uh-oh.
See, and here's the problem now. We're going to lose all the lives on here.
Yeah,
and the
maybe.
main reason is going to be just bad game design. You bump into something, whipping around.
Doesn't work that way, man.
It's like, all right, done. Counting down now.
Come on! Look at that shite. Like, bow, 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 bow! It's like, holy crap, no time to breathe.
See, and that's the problem, is it's like bumping into every little thing just sends you flying off.
Ah, I'm stuck.
And there is no reverse.
There's no reverse. That's it. Oh! That's just not fair. This is not an easy level. It's like, oh, thank goodness, a nice little driving level. Nope. No, thank goodness. Nothing to thank.
Look at that. You barely touched it, and look what it did.
Yeah, it really sends you flying. Take it slow. That's the main advice here. Where the heck is it? Oh.
Wow, it didn't send you... Oh, that one did, though. And that's the thing, is like, we don't have time to, like, test out the controls. It's like, can we stop?
Oh. Oh, thank you.
Keep going.
Thank you.
Keep going.
Holy schmuckers.
It's no good. RC isn't fast enough to keep up with the truck.
Oh, no.
We're only halfway through the game.
Oh, no.
Did you know that? We're only halfway through.
The rest is getting back home to Andy.
This is it. No, it's not. You're
The
lying.
new adventures.
The truck is in sight, and Andy's mom's car is just in front of it. Reach the car.
This is the side scroller, I believe.
I have no idea what to do.
Okay. Oh. I see. Great.
Can't see nothing.
It's a flying side scroller.
I wonder, we should count the cars to see how many we go through, because I've always found that easier. If I'm
Really?
like, okay, there's 30 cars before I reach Andy's car. Okay, then I know. Okay, we're 15. Okay, we're halfway there.
Fudge. Too loud.
I mean, the one thing that is kind of cool about the game is, like, there's a lot of different gameplay to it. Like that, like, I'm like, okay,
Fly
wait
up.
until I see it. Wait until I see it, and then push up, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking don't wait till you see it. When there's a gap, just go for it. Up. Follow the stars, too. That's really important. Up. Down. Up. Oh, the grass. The dang hedge.
It's like I barely touched that.
Up. Down.
He's also yelling, "Here it comes." What's he yelling, "Here it comes" to?
Car.
But then he won't do it for certain ones.
Yeah.
It's like,
Just focus. Almost there. Fly ahead of the moving vehicle, I guess. And then I guess you just drop down into... Wait. Not far. Not that far. Go back up. Oh.
look at this. Look at this. Look what it
That
tried
what you're supposed
doing.
to do?
Look what it tried to do.
The
It
heck?
tried cheating me. It
Yeah.
tried cheating me.
I guess that's how you're supposed to do it. You did a really good job there, though.
Is this his car?
Yeah, that's Sid. I mean, that's Andy. Whatever.
He fell down and died.
No, he jumped in
He
the...
fell down and died.
He jumped in the skylight.
Your turn, because the game never ends.
Woody, Buzz! They were right here in this box the whole time!
See, his mother answers, see? His mother answers with a smile. I knew they'd turn up soon enough. Andy gives his favorite toys a hug as Woody breathes a big sigh of relief.
And so do we.
If it's even done.
No, and then they wake up. It was all just a dream. They're still at Sid's.
That night, after the toys were unpacked, Woody and Buzz told them all about their big adventure. What we found is that we toys have to stick together, eh, Buzz?
Woody, I couldn't agree more. Oh.
But do we push a button or is it going to freak out? From that day on, Woody and Buzz were best friends, and whenever a new toy came into the bedroom, they were welcomed as friends as well, for the toys had learned a great lesson. While it's nice to be Andy's favorite, all a toy really needs to be is the best toy it can be.
Be the best it can be. Be all that you can be.
Well done, you have completed Toy Story. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for playing.
Hope we enjoyed it. That's just like
now what if you
twisting the
push a
knife.
button?
Just twisting the blade.
Push a button.
Oh yeah, we get to see the characters.
So now we get to see the credits. The camera is dying, but if that dies, we can just look at the credits for a little bit. Rocky Gibraltar.
Rocky Gibraltar.
Yeah, there goes the camera. Whatever. Alright, so that was Toy Story for the Sega Genesis.
Thought we'd never get through it.
And that one's your game.
It is.
You do have it complete. You have
I
the case.
The cardboard box. I left it home today to protect it. I didn't want to keep driving back and forth with it all the time.
And you got the manual for it, but
yeah, which is great.
There you go. That was Toy Story.
That was a doozy. Do you believe a 10-year-old and a 14-year-old beat this game? A 10-year-old and a 13-year-old, whatever we were. Yeah. Beat this game, and it took us, what was it? How long did we, with practice and everything off screen?
Yeah, when we played it, we sat down and we played it for the show or whatever. And I remember one day we sat there and we played it and recorded footage for 8 hours.
Yeah.
And we weren't screwing around, doing nothing.
No.
We just sat down and played it.
Into
8 hours. And then we played it for another 3 hours before we finally beat it. So that's 11. But then you were doing it on your own time, and you said you put in like,
I don't know, 8 hours here, 8 hours there, 8 hours there. Maybe 2 hours in each morning for a couple of days. It might have been like 20 hours.
So you put like 20 hours into the game plus the other. And I never really practiced it, so the only play I had was when we did it for the show.
Yeah.
So like 20 hours for you.
Yeah, in the last month 11. Or something.
So it was like a total of 31 hours it took us to beat the game.
Yeah, if you want to add it up that way, yeah, that took a long time to play. And obviously not anybody, well, only like intense gamers, nostalgia gamers are going to sit down and play it all the way straight through in one sitting. And they're probably not going to take that long. But if you do have to like take breaks, and you have a job and stuff like that, it's probably going to take you 30 hours because you have to keep relearning everything. It's going to take a little longer.
And that's the thing about the game is like, I actually think it's a pretty good game. The problem is that it's really super difficult like as you get through. Mm-hmm. It's a game of like full-blown memorization.
Yeah.
You play the game a little bit, you get used to it, okay. And then what's cool is they throw in like extra stuff. Here's a platforming level. Oh, now you have a driving level. And now you have a first-person shooter type level.
Yeah.
It's like, that's kind of cool. They chop it all up. But you get to the end, you mess up, back to the beginning.
Yeah.
Just completely back to the beginning.
Yeah, it switched to this like overhead vehicle level. It went to this inside the machine. It was very zero tolerance, very Doom. And then you go on to like more side scroller stuff, more racing side scrollers, overhead stuff, and it's like just switches all around, all over the place. Towards the end, it got so like unique. Towards the end, it's like, heck, I don't even know anymore. Like I don't know if we can beat it. Now we have to learn a completely new gaming style for the end of the game. It's but it was kind of nice. It was refreshing. It was exciting because man, this is the end of the game. This is the finale here. You know, it needs to get exciting and completely unique. But it's also, I was afraid that it was going to mess it up for us. Thank goodness it didn't.
Yeah, I'm surprised we actually went through those final levels like nothing.
Yeah.
Like the first driving stage I did, I was like, holy cow, like Rad Racer style. I'm surprised I beat it.
Yeah. I probably would not have done as well on that one. Yeah, and that car thing can get intense, like when you just really need that next battery. Man. And
that's my gripe with the game. There's a few stuff in here, but it's all that quirky stuff. Like the whipping. You have to like know how the game works.
Exactly.
You whip in the middle, he whips fine. He whips up, and he'll like do it faster. And you whip down, you kneel down, and he's like, okay.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, it's like you don't learn the game. The game trains you to play it. Yeah. It's like, because it's so fine, you can only know it by just muscle memory. kind of thing.
And like the hitboxes even. It's like here's a spider in its hitbox and you barely touch it.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you dealt damage to yourself. Boom, there goes a hit point. But then it's like all of a sudden there's a train or a helicopter. And it's like you can hit the tip of that and it's not dealing any damage to you.
Yeah, there's a lot of little grace periods in there. You know, it's like, I mean, most of the hit things, like you get hit, bam, you got hit. You know, even if something flies out from the edge of the screen, just from the edge of the screen, you're on the edge of the screen, you can't even see it, and it just comes up, bam, you're hit. You can't even tell what hit you.
Yeah.
So there are problems. There's exceptions to that. There was a lot of grace periods, like when you whip the pull cord and it flies up and it looks for something to snap onto, and it snaps onto it, and you can swing. But there's also really weird, tricky things like where it wants to keep whipping.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't want to keep whipping. If I tried to keep whipping, it would probably stop for me at some point.
Yeah, that's the weird part about whipping and hitting those hooks and bouncing up.
Yeah.
If you're just standing, if you are just standing by yourself and you push the B button and hold it, he'll whip once and that's it, done. He won't do it again until you release the B button and hit it again. However, if you're whipping up, you just hold the button and he'll just keep whipping.
Yeah,
he wants to do it.
Huh.
So I don't have to
I
let
don't
go
know.
of the button. I just hold onto the button and he'll keep doing it.
I didn't really notice that. I mean, I just assumed it was all just one whip, but it's like it's such weird controls that it's just it's tough. But yeah, I guess it just got more and more complicated towards the end of the game, and so it's like it didn't even matter. It's like insanely, just like it's like, okay, this is kind of difficult. All right, a little bit more difficult, and all of a sudden just skyrockets.
Yeah.
And then you're just like dealing with like top level difficulty.
Yeah, like the claw machine is one example.
Yeah.
It's like you could be very good at the game and get to that claw machine, and it's like just perfect precision timing. You need the most perfect timing to figure out, here comes a claw, it's going to pick up Buzz, and what's it do? It stops over him and then picks him up like maybe a second. Okay, stops 1/1000, picks him up and goes. It does the second time, it'll go,
Sits there for a while.
and then picks him up
It's
and
like,
goes.
bye.
And then all of a sudden you get to like the third or fourth one, it's like, wham, and just takes off.
Yeah,
it's like, what?
exactly. It all seems kind of a little bit random. It's like I did learn a pattern with that. You stay to the right the first couple times. Well, the very first time you stick to the right because it drags it a little bit to the left and gives you more room. And then the last few times you stick to the left and you get a little bit closer every time he tries to pick him up. So that was my technique that I learned after a while. But you start learning how it works, and all of a sudden, oh, well, we can do this. This is easy now that we figured it out. But it takes so long to figure it out, and then it throws you into something new that you can't figure out again.
Yeah.
And then if you mess it up, back to the beginning.
And that's the thing with a lot of video games too, is people might be like, oh, you guys beat this game and you beat that game and those were tough. Why'd you have such a hard time with this? But it's like, it's because we don't know it. We don't have it memorized. Like right now, it's like, oh, we just beat Toy Story. Wow, that was a tough game. We're perfect gamers now, right? It's like, no, we'll throw in another game and just absolutely biff at it until we get it figured out.
And you're like, well, you don't know it. What are you talking about? Chris grew up with this game. It's like, yeah, okay, being familiar with it and having it memorized are two completely different things. I had to relearn how this game worked.
All right, now as far as like the amount of time that it takes to actually beat the game, like I said, for us, you know, with you and us together, it took us an equivalent of like 30 hours.
Yeah.
Now somebody's sitting on their hind end playing by themselves, you know, whatever. I don't know how long it would take them, but it took us a long time. Now, if you already know what to do, you know how to get through it, the game should take probably about 30 minutes.
Yeah, now having played through it, I probably could beat it in like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And now I have it memorized.
So it's not too long of a game, but it's like just figuring everything out is a real pain in the butt.
Yeah.
All right, now as far as the price goes for the game, you can pick it up loose like this for about $5. If you want it complete, you want it in the case and the manual, it runs for about $9, maybe $9-10. Now, when we talk about is it worth it, you know, is the gameplay worth it? Collectors wise, fine, collectors will pay whatever. If it's worth $1 million according to the collection market, people will pay $1 million for it. But the gameplay, would you be willing to go on like the Wii U and download the game for $5? Is the gameplay itself worth $5?
I guess. Like, See, when we say downloading games, I start comparing it to other games I've downloaded, and they're very different styles of games. Modern games really aren't this kind of a game, memorization and difficulty, but I think it was worth $5.
Yeah, and same with me. I think the gameplay definitely is worth the $5. It's long. Like, the crazy thing about it is it seems like it's a longer game. Like, if you know what you're doing, it'll take you about a good 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of different gameplay mechanics.
Yeah, and it's really, it truly is well made. Like, sometimes there's some gameplay stuff that's kind of glitchy, but like the artisticness of it, the smoothness of it, some of the unique gameplay elements, it's really unique and it's well done.
Yeah.
The aesthetics of it and everything like that.
Yeah, the graphics and everything is well done.
I mean, I'm not going to say it lived up to being an intense 3D experience, but I think it was really well done.
Yeah, like I said, I definitely think it's worth $5. If you go and find it for $5 and you start playing it, you will definitely get your money's worth out of it. Especially if you play it until like you can actually beat it.
Yeah, yeah. After you learn and memorize the game, it becomes really fun. It does. I mean, that's what it is. It's a game of memorization, but then once you're done, it's awesome to be able to fly through it.
Yeah.
And it's like, after playing games like this, I start to understand, like, speed runners and stuff like that, why they enjoy that so much. It's because they can. Because they play the game so much.
And that's the one thing I really don't understand is why they did not put a password system in here.
Yeah, that would be really helpful. And it would allow people to enjoy the later levels a lot more.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, hey, I want to show you this level, but hang on, let's just wait for another hour so I can get us up to there. But
yeah, because like I've talked about Bubsy before on Genesis, and that's what they have. You beat a level and it gives you the password.
Exactly. That's the thing I love about Genesis. You know, is like it may not have some save state, but you can just get there by typing in the right passwords.
Yeah.
I love that.
So anyway, that was Toy Story on the good old Sega Genesis. So like I said, I thought it was a pretty good game. There was some quirky nonsense that would make me mad, especially as you got into the later levels and you didn't know what to do. You died all the way back to the beginning, which I have always hated. I hate that nonsense. But once you get used to it, it becomes a pretty fun game.
And be sure to play it on a Model 2.
Yeah. Play it on a Model 2 Genesis. If you play it on the AT Games console from back in the day, I think they released a new one now.
Really?
If you play it on the older AT games, it doesn't work. It probably doesn't work on a newer AT. You'll get farther into the game and it'll just freeze. You play it on a Model 1 and it just glitches up beyond belief. But we played it on a Model 2 and it seemed to work fine. I don't know about a Model 3, but a Model 2 it works fine.
I never even heard of a Model 3.
Or a Nomad. It might work on the Nomad too,
Yeah.
I don't know. So anyway, that was good old Toy Story on the Sega Genesis. So, whatever. That's it for that game. So, I'm Janitor Jake.
I'm Chris K.
And thanks for watching.